south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started.
And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Let's go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 18 yards, first down Niners.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
The Niners at 7 and 8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Again, McCaffrey. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll get just a yard on the script. Well, it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the 49er first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be a safety as Williams is taken down to the end zone. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here.
This one deep for Wilson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Take off.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 4. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
The 49er.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10.
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
19 yards. First down.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Here's Williams.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 19, go.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And down to the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
His 10th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 12 overall. And the Niners are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line.
Fighting ahead at the 15.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Jair Brown on the stop there. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lining up for the extra point.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bears 7, Pinheiro set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The final shot before break. Williams. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First down, Bears.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The kick is good.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. at the Bears.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw, Williams. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 63 yards. Looking to throw is Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Look at the big fella go. How about this? George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, it all
coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
It's a gain of 60 yards. And the Bears first down.
To throw once more, here's Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Colston Loveland.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Made at the 38-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
At the 7-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown ground.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at the 43.
To throw, it's Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good. For the Bears. First down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
More yards. That's another Bears.
Throwing again here, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. And now here's another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know that
he's got a man complete. And they work this well on the field across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
First down.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a cut. This is caught at the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Shaq. Ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll fake the give, now Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Niners look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 57, Bears 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is